This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, Santosh.
Yes, Biswal, I'm there, yeah.
Okay, so you have done the installation, right?
Yeah, done the installation, correct.
Okay, okay, fine. So can you please share your screen?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah. So I guess we have covered all the consoles of AEM. So till now, we discussed introduction part, right? Like what is CMS, what are different CMSs available in the market, why everyone is preferring AEM, right? Their notice author instance, publish instance, templates, components. So we discussed all those things. After that, we have done the installation. Uh, okay, so we also covered all the consoles of AEM. Okay, so different consoles like CRXD, site admin, DAM admin, user admin. So all the consoles we covered. So now we are going to um, start the development. Okay, so instance starting. Okay. Okay, whose instance is already started. Okay, it's starting. Yeah, that's fine. You just need to start your instance before the class, so that will help us to save some time.
Yeah, I tried Biswal, but it was not
Hmm.
happening previously. It was stuck. So only I closed
Oh,
it and again opened it now and it's working now.
okay, okay. Okay, so let it start. So before we start the development, we have to do certain analysis. Okay, so what analysis we need to do? So what exactly we are going to develop here? We are going to develop the website and we are going to manage the content of the website, right? So before you start the development, you need to do certain analysis. First thing, what type of website you are going to develop? You need to identify that. Whether it is e-commerce, banking, insurance, okay, what type of website is. So you have to identify that. Let's say you identified you need to develop one e-commerce website. Then you need to identify how many pages your website will have. Okay. If it is e-commerce website, you will have a home page, you will have a product listing page, product details page, order checkout page, order confirmation page, credit card page, customer care page, right? So like that, you need to identify how many pages your website will have. Let's say you identified some 200 pages you need to create for your entire website. Okay. So next you have to identify how many templates you need to create for your entire website. Okay. So templates are markups or layouts to create your page, right? So how need how many templates you need to create? So the pages which will have similar kind of layout and markup can be created using a single template. Okay. Let's say your there is a page called terms and condition page and privacy policy page, contact us page, about us page. Okay. So in all those pages, you will find a header, you will find footer, and in the body you will display terms and condition 1, terms and condition 2, 3. In privacy policy page, privacy policy 1, 2, 3. In contact us page, you'll have header, footer, contact us 1, 2, 3. Right? So all the pages are having similar kind of layout or markup. So you can create a single template for all those pages. Okay. One template can be used to create multiple pages. Okay. Pages having similar kind of look and feel, markup, and layout can be created using a single template. Okay. So while creating the template, you have to make sure that it should be generic. Okay. So that more number of pages can be created using a single template. Okay. So let's say you identified some 15 templates needs to be created, and always try to create less number of templates. Okay. So that will make your website more maintainable. Okay. If you have a lot of templates, it will be very difficult to maintain your website going forward. Okay. So create less number of templates always. Let's say we identified some 15 templates needs to be created. Okay. So your website is having 200 pages. So we have 15 templates. Using template A, you can create some 10 pages. Using template B, you can create 20 pages. Using template C, you can create 5 pages. Right. So single template can be used to create multiple pages. Then you need to identify how many components you have to create for your entire website. So how will identify? So you have to do page by page analysis for home page. So for home page, what all components you need to develop? You have to develop a logo component, title component, text component, banner component, uh, navigation bar component, search component. So like this, you identified 10 components you have to develop for your home page. Okay. So similarly, for product details page, how many templates you have to develop? Sorry, how many components you have to develop? So for product detail page, let's say you identified some 6 components to be created. But out of those 6 components, 4 components, 4 similar components you have already created for home page, like a text component, title component, logo component. We have already created those components for home page. So those components can be reused in a product detail page. Okay. So it means out of 6, 3 components you have already created and using in your home page. So 3 new components needs to be created for your product details page. Similarly, for customer care page, for customer care page, let's say you need some 7 components. But out of those 7 components, 6 components you have already created, like for your home page and product details page. So only one new components to be created for your customer care page, right? So similarly, you have to identify how many unique components you need to create for your entire website. Okay, so components are reusable and functional blocks. So, for example, logo component can be used in home page, product details page, customer care page. It is reusable and it should have some functionality. What is the functionality of logo component? If you click on that, it will take you to the home page of the website. Right? Fine. So we identified some 50 components we need to create for our entire website. So these are the some basic analysis we need to do. Once it is done, your development will start. From where? From developing a template. Okay, so we want to create our website and its pages. So to create the pages, we need templates. So our development will start from developing templates. Okay, fine. So there are two types of templates, static templates and the dynamic or editable templates. So we'll cover both types of templates. Okay. So first we'll see static templates. So all the static templates are created in apps folder. Okay. So when you open your CRXD, you already opened it. In the left side, you will find multiple folders. The first folder is your apps folder. So all the static templates are created in apps folder. Okay. So before you create the template, first you need to create your project specific folder here. Then inside that folder, you have to create the template. So right click on apps, create folder. Okay. In the name field, enter training with a lowercase. So going forward, when you see this name field, always try to enter lowercase letters and don't give any space. Okay. So in name field only. When you find title field, we can enter camel case letters. Okay. Click OK.
Hey, Santosh, can you maximize your window?
Uh, Visual, how to maximize this window?
I guess it is already maximized, right?
Is it okay now?
For me, it is fine.
Yeah, it is. Can you double click? I mean,
Double click on.
Uh, Double click there. I think it's fine. Already maximized.
oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So now click. There is a Save All button in the left corner in your CRXD. Yes, click on that. So you created a folder called training and saved it. So we are going to create all our static templates, components in the apps folder, right? So for static templates, we have to create a folder called templates. And for components, another folder called components to be created under training. So right click on training, create folder, templates, TMPL, click OK, save it and create another folder called components. Save it. Okay. So inside the templates folder, we have to create our static template. So we created a folder called training. So based on your project name, you can give the folder name. It is not mandatory. Okay. So if you are creating a project called learning.com, so your folder name can be learning, anything. Okay. So now right click on templates, create template. In the label, enter page hyphen content. In title, enter page capital P space content capital C. So it is not mandatory to write in this way, but this is standard. Okay, we just need to follow. Then in description, you can type page content template. Okay. Page content template in description. So when you create any static template, you need to create a page rendering component for that template. Okay. So we need to create a page rendering component. So what is page rendering component? For any static template, you have to create it, and the behavior of your template will be defined in your page rendering component. So how your template will behave? What is the look and feel markup of your template? Okay, it will be defined by your page rendering component. For any static template, you have to create page rendering component. So there is a field called a resource type. Okay, so in this resource type field, you need to enter the path of the page rendering component of this template. Okay, I'm creating a template called page content. So here in resource type field, I need to provide the path of the page rendering component. So we have not created any component till now. Okay, so we created a folder under training called components. So in that components folder, we are going to create all our components. So our page rendering component will also be created there. Okay, so we have not created it, but right now we can give the path, and later we can create the component with the same name. Okay, so you can give the path like training slash components. So no, remove slash training. Training is the folder under apps, right? Slash components. Under training we created components folder, right? COMPONE slash page hyphen content. So we are going to create this page rendering component called page hyphen content. It is not there now. Okay, so we are going to create it because we need a page rendering component for any static template. There is a field called ranking. Okay, so ranking, it is showing 100. What is the ranking? In any website, in any project, you need to create multiple templates, right? Let's say you created 15 templates for your project. While creating the page, you will be able to see the list of templates there. Okay, which template will appear at the top of the list? Okay, so that template is having ranking 1. While creating the page only, we can see the list of templates. Which template will appear at the top of the list will have rank 1. So put rank 1 instead of 100. Next, allowed paths. Why you are creating this template? Because you are going to create some pages using this template, right? So where these pages will be created, we have already seen. We have created some pages like test page or something. Wait, don't click next. Okay, so those pages are created in content folder. We have already seen that, right? We created a test page and we are able to find it in the content folder in your crxt. So right now we are creating template to create the pages, right? So how, where our pages will be stored? So click plus just below the allowed paths. Here you need to mention the path where the pages will be created. Okay, so the path is um, slash content type /content. Okay, open and close the parenthesis semicircle bracket, open and close that semicircle bracket, and inside the bracket type /dot star. After the bracket type question mark. Okay, so what does it mean? It means we are going to create pages using this template under the content folder in any subfolder. We have used some wildcard characters like dot star question mark, right? So it means /content means inside the content folder in any subfolder /dot star question mark. Okay, now click next. Now if you want to apply some restrictions to your template, restrictions means uh, we are going to create pages using this template, right? So those pages will be created inside the content folder. If you want to create pages under a particular folder, only under a particular folder, so you can provide the allowed parent, the path of that particular folder. Okay, let's say under content you have a folder called test, and you want to create all the pages in that test folder. So in allowed parents, you have to provide the path of test folder. Okay, so that outside the test folder, you won't be able to create pages using this template. So we don't want to put any restrictions. Click next. Allowed children. It will add some more restrictions to your template. It means just above this particular folder, you can create the pages, and below that you cannot create. Okay. So let's say under content you have test. Under test you have some XYZ. Okay, so if you give the path of XYZ here, it means under content you can create the pages, under test you can create the pages, but under XYZ you cannot create. So allowed children means above that particular folder you can create the pages. So leave it blank, no need to provide any restrictions here. Click OK and save it. OK button is there.
Okay, Vishwal, I have a doubt one. Uh,
Hmm.
so can 1 minute. So here the allowed paths after the content we have given /dot star, right? So what does it mean that /dot star and the question mark?
So that's what I explained, right? It means inside the content folder, you can create any subfolder, and under those subfolders also you can create your pages,
Okay, okay,
not
that's
only within that folder.
so slash content inside the bracket /dot star question mark.
Correct, correct. So only for that reason you will be able to create your pages inside any subfolder in content folder.
Okay. Okay, this question mark and the star dot, what does it mean, Vishwal? What it represents?
It means in any subfolder.
Okay,
So under content you can create any subfolder and you can use them.
okay.
Click OK and save it. Okay, saved.
Yeah, saved it, Vishwal.
So our template is created, right? So we'll test whether template is created successfully or not. So how we'll test it? If you are going to create pages using this template, it means your template creation is successful. So how we are going to create pages? So using this template. Okay. So you have to open which console for that? So you may need to open site admin or sites.html. Okay, fine. So open site admin console, localhost colon 4502 slash site admin. Okay. So select websites in the left panel. No, I mean down, yes. Okay. Now click on new drop down. There is a button called new. Beside that, a drop down, new page. So you can see page content template, right? So that is the template we created just now. Okay. So now it is available to create the pages. Okay. So we have two fields here, three fields actually, title, name, and you need to select a template. As we have only one template, so it is already selected. In the title field, we can type test page, capital T, test space page, and in name field, no need to enter anything. AEM will give a name for you. If you want to provide any name explicitly, you can give that name. Otherwise, leave it blank. Okay. So leave it blank. Click create. Okay. So double click and open test page. So let it load. Okay. So your page loaded. Close. Click and close. So on top of your page, you can see a black color toolbar. In the left side of the toolbar, you can see two icons. Right side, you can see three icons. Okay. So we'll discuss more on those icons later. Fine. So your page is created. Now your page is completely empty, blank. Okay. Now I want to display some content on this page. So how can I display the content on this page? So first we have to create the page rendering component for the template. So this test page is created using page content template, right? The behavior of your template will be defined by the page rendering component, which we have not created till now. So now I want to display some content on this page. It means I need to create that page rendering component and I have to write some code which will display the content on this page. Okay, this page is created using a template. So that for that template, the page rendering component is not created. So we want to create it now. So go to CRXD, go to apps, training, components folder, right click, create component. Okay. What should be the label of component? We have already given while creating the template, page hyphen content. If you remember, while creating the template, we have given the resource type as training slash components slash page hyphen content. So that page hyphen content is the label. Yes. So we are creating that component page hyphen content. In the title, you can type page rendering component. Description, page rendering component for training project. Okay. And there is a field called super type. Okay. So in AEM, there is a concept of inheritance of components. Okay. I'm creating the component called page hyphen content. Now, if I want to inherit some other component into page hyphen content, I can give the path of that component in super type. Okay. But I don't want to inherit any component right now. So super type will be blank. There is a field called group. Okay. What is group? You can group the components. A group is just a name given to a group of components. Okay. So you can group the components. Means, for example, for your home page, you are creating some components. So you can give the group name as home page. For your order functionality, you are creating some components. You can give the group as orders, right? So based on your requirement, you can give any name. It's just a name given to a group of components. So leave it blank also. Right now, we don't give any group name. Click next. Click OK. No need to enter anything. Click OK and save it. So our component is created, page hyphen content component. So expand it. That one. So when you expand it, you will find a JSP file, page hyphen content dot JSP. So in AEM, whenever you create any component, a JSP file with the same name of your component get created. Okay. So that is the default behavior of AEM. So why a JSP file get created? So as I told, components are reusable functional blocks. It should have some functionality. Where you will define that functionality? Where you will define the behavior of your component? So you need a script file for that. Page content.jsp is the script file for your page content component. Okay, it is created by default when you create the component. Okay, so in this JSP file, you have to define how the page content component will behave. Fine. So open that JSP file, double click. Here you have to write the code. Okay, what your page rendering component is going to do. Or if you want to display something on your page, okay, which is created using that particular template. So that content should be written here. Okay. Let's say I want to display some message on my test page. So test page is created using page content template. Right. Page content template is created using page hyphen content page rendering component. So in page rendering component, we have a JSP file. There we have to write that code which will display the message or content on your page. So I am pinging some HTML code. Okay, just copy that. Just give a minute. In the chat window, I pinged some HTML code. Copy that and paste it in page content.jsp file and save it. You got the chat.
Yes, Visual. So I need to remove this and I need to paste here, right?
Replace everything here. Yes, these are commented code. We don't need them. Save it. Control S. So here we have written some HTML code. So I guess everyone knows it. We have a HTML tag, inside that head tag, inside that title tag, and hello world is the title of your page. Then we have a body tag. All these are HTML tags, right? Inside body tag we have h1, h2. In h1 we are displaying hello world. h2 tag we are displaying I am your rendering script. Means these messages, whatever you have written in h1 and h2 tag, will be displayed on the page that we have created. Okay. Okay, fine. So now open the test page and refresh it. Okay. So you can see some content on this page. Hello world, I am your rendering script. Okay. So from where this content is coming? So this content is coming from the page rendering component, page-content.jsp file. Okay. So this page, test page is created using a template, and that template is using that page rendering component, page content. And that when that page content component get executed, there is a file called page content.jsp. So that file get executed. When that file get executed, it will create this content on your page. Okay. For any component, you have a script file. Okay. Where the behavior of your component is defined. Okay. So usually the script file will be the name of your component. Like page content, the script file name is page content.jsp. Okay.
Hey, Biswal, I had a question.
Hmm.
So can one template have more than one component, or is it
Page,
always going? Huh?
page rendering component, right?
Right.
Or
Yeah.
you're talking about general component. Huh?
Pa
So
page
one,
rendering component.
only one page rendering component.
Only
So
one
if
page rendering. Okay.
while creating the template, there was a field called resource type, right? So
Uh-huh.
there you enter only one path.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Only,
in case we have to have like say a mobile version of that
hmm,
rendering component,
hmm.
do we create like a separate template for a mobile version and a separate version for the desktop? How does that work?
There are two ways. Okay. So you
Uh-huh.
can create a separate template or the same template. Okay. Will
Uh-huh.
use the page rendering component, and that page rendering component will inherit another component. Inherit means while
Got it.
creating the component, we have seen there is a field called resource super type, right?
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
in that field, you can enter the path of a component. So that component will be inherited to the existing component.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So our template page rendering component created, we are able to create a page also, and we are able to display some message on your page. Any questions, doubts till now? This is very easy. You just need to understand how it is happening. So you need to create uh, another folder called learning. We created a folder called training, right? So like that, you have to create another folder called learning under apps folder. Under that learning folder, you have to create templates folder, components folder. In templates folder, create another template. Okay. Don't do any experiment in this training project. So if you want to do some experiment, create that learning folder, create templates, components, whatever you want to create it there, and you can create some test page also. Okay, and do some experiments there. Don't do any changes in our training project. Okay. Got it? Any questions? Doubts? So I hope all of you have done the installation. If you have not done, if you have not received the installables till now, please ping your email ID here. I'm going to share it, and you can just go through the last class video and do the installation. Are you able to access the videos?
Yes, Biswal.
Please ping or your email IDs here in the chat window so that Srinivas will provide the access to the recordings. Okay.
Biswal, I have a question here. So the codings will be written in the HTML.
No, no. So this is the sample coding we have done here. Okay. So going forward, we'll use Sightly to develop all our components. Okay.
Sorry, which one?
Sightly, Sightly. Sightly is a HTML templating language. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll use
Hey,
JavaScript
Vishwal, this
also.
is
We'll use
6.5,
Java.
right?
Yes, yes. Not only in 6.5, in earlier versions also, we are using Sightly. Okay, like in 6.3, 4, 5, we are using Sightly only. In 6.0, maybe we used to use JSP. Later, we are using Sightly.
So Biswal, so this as you told on the first day of the class, so we need to learn HTML coding also, right? For from W3 schools, that website.
If you know it, that is fine. If you don't know, just go through it. Yes, W3 schools is there.
Yeah, it
Some
will take
basic HTML.
how much time it may take, Biswal?
It won't
To
take much time. Just go through different tags of HTML. Examples
okay,
are there. Maybe two,
okay,
3 days you will be able to understand everything.
okay.
Hey, Vishwal, are we done for today or?
Yes, yes, we are done.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, thank you so much, Vishwal.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Srinivas, please give access to all the students to the Google Drive for the recordings. Yeah. Okay, guys. So, see you tomorrow, same time. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.